technology and social science. Research fields and emerging research fields such as biomedical science. I take pleasure to introduce the distinguished chair.
Well, all speakers are attending or not yet. Dr. Joshua. So our session have 4 speakers, and already 2 speakers attending here. But the other two speakers are not yet.
Yes, sir.
I'm not sure. Pankaj Khosla. He
Yes,
is a
sir.
speaker.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah.
We are from the technical team, sir.
I see. Okay, thank you. So only two speakers attending right now.
Yes, sir. So far, two speakers. Maybe we can start over, and probably in the course of time, people will join again.
Yes.
Okay, we have a lot of time to discuss.
Yes. So maybe we can start the session for now.
Yes, now.
Yeah. So, okay. Good morning to everyone attending this session. The theme of this session is role of science and technology and social science in emerging research fields such as biomedical science, information science, and the natural science. We have 4 presenters for this session, and I have the honor to introduce the distinguished chair for this session, Professor SHIBUSAWA Sakae. Professor SHIBUSAWA Sakae is from Tokyo University of Agriculture and Technology. He is as well as the Secretary General Treasurer of Science Council of Asia. He is promoting social development of community-based precision agriculture using ICT, development of real-time soil sensor, social experiment of recycling type agriculture, and support for learning intelligent farmer group. Sir, we welcome you to this panel. And may I now request the chair to take over and proceed with the session. Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Nice introductions. So everybody call me Sakae. Of course, I love sake, but the correct pronunciation is Sakae. Thank you. So our session title is a lot of science and technology and social science, but focus is a lot of science and scientists against the big gaps among the science producer and science user, and also science maybe fundraising, a supporter like a government and so on. Then we have the very different topics we have, but the scientists and science have a very important role in that situation and conflict or negotiating. And it's kinds of a science communication. So we have the 4 speakers for 100 minutes. So each speaker has 25 minutes. So then each presentations, 20 minutes presentation and a couple of minutes discussion at first. Now, then if we have some times, we want to have a general discussions. Let me introduce just only name and affiliations to save time. So now we have the first speaker, Mr. Shun Hosaka, Second Secretary in Agriculture Attache, the Embassy of Japan, New Delhi. It's your time, please.
Thank you so much for introduction. Yeah. Now I'm trying to share my PowerPoint, so please wait a minute.
Yes, we
Yes,
see.
sir. It's visible.
Okay, thanks so much. And can you hear me clearly?
Yes.
Yes, we can, sir.
Okay, now I would like to start. Yeah. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, all attendees. It is my great pleasure to have a chance to do my presentation in the Science Council of Asia conference today. My name is Hosaka Shun from Embassy of Japan in New Delhi. I am an agriculture attaché from the Ministry of Agriculture, Forestry, and Fisheries from Japan. I came to India last July, and now I am in charge of private investment promotions in agriculture, forestry, and fisheries area. And also, now I am in charge of expanding Japanese cuisine, like washoku, and ingredients including Japanese sake. Today, although it is limited time, I would like to introduce Japanese policies and activities for expanding agriculture digital transformation in Japan. Now, I explain surroundings of Japanese agriculture. Please see our left graph. This is about annual average temperature deviation in Japan. Annual average temperature of Japan is increasing in the rate of 1.26 degrees Celsius per 100 years. Annual average temperature in 2020 was highest in the record that has been continuing since 1898. Agricultural, forestry industries, and fisheries can be easily affected by climate change. And as you can see in the pictures of rice and apples, the quality of agricultural production has already deteriorated due to high temperatures. Next slide. Please watch our left graph. This is about number of occurrences, rainfall of 50 millimeter or more per hour. Because of increasing of amount of rainfall and so on, natural disasters has become serious. We can see broken greenhouses, especially in typhoon season, and it occurs frequently recent years. Next graph. Please watch our left graph. Yellow is a graph of the number of core agricultural workers by each generation as of 2010. Green is that as of 2015, and red is that as of 2020. Parenthesis 1 shows the number of core agricultural workers. Parenthesis 2 shows average age of farmers, and parenthesis 3 shows the number of core farmers under 60 years old. As you can see this graph, aging of Japanese farmers is proceeding, and it is predicted that decreasing of farmers will be continuing more and more. Please watch light graph. Red shows the transition of the population index in the urban area. Green shows that of flatland agricultural area. Yellow shows that of intermediate agriculture area. And blue shows that of mountainous agricultural area. The population index as of 2015 is 100. As you can see this graph, population decline in agricultural, mountainous, and fishing villages is remarkable. Fragility of agricultural production bases, like lack of manpower, is a big issue. Next graph, slide. In spite of this circumstance, there are many handmade works and skilled works in agriculture. So labor saving, securing labor force, and labor burden reduction are a big issue in rural area. Agriculture digital transformation concept was formulated to solve these issues in agricultural site in Japan. Based on agriculture digital transformation concept, various projects have been done looking ahead to 2030. Objectives of this concept are to realize highly efficient farming with utilizing digital technology in hard circumstances like aging of farmers and lack of manpower. And to capture consumer needs with data. And to provide to provide agriculture products and foods in a way that consumers can realize value. Possibility of utilizing digital technology in agriculture and the food industry. Sorry, I would like to I would like to explain again. In spite of this circumstance, there are many handoff works, and so agricultural digital transformation concept was formulated to solve these issues in agricultural site in Japan, and about this digital transformation concept, there are three objectives. As I said, to realize highly efficient farming with utilizing digital technology in hard circumstances like aging of farmers and lack of manpower. Second, to capture consumer needs with data. Third, to provide agricultural products and foods in a way that consumers can realize value. And the possibility of utilizing digital technology in agriculture and the food industry area is highly diversified. Public-private partnerships and activities in each sectors are ongoing. As you can see, there are some sector: production site, rural areas, food manufacturing, distribution, and so on. Today, I would like to focus the activities of utilizing digital technology in agriculture producing site and introduce them. It is promoting smart agriculture. Smart agriculture means the agriculture with utilizing cutting-edge technology like robot, AI, and IoT. Effects of smart agriculture are automation of farm works, simplification of sharing information, and utilization of data. By these effects, it can be possible that labor saving, labor burden reduction, agricultural skill improvement of non-skilled farmers, and realization of high-level agricultural business management, and so on. To promote smart agriculture, Japanese government formulated Smart Agriculture Promotion Comprehensive Package in October 2020. This package consists in 5 components. One is demonstration and analysis of smart agriculture dissemination. Second, development and dissemination of new agricultural support services. Third, improvement of practical environment. Fourth, providing learning opportunities. Fifth, overseas expansion. Today, I cannot introduce each component and its detail, but I would like to choose some points and introduce them. Smart Agriculture Demonstration Project aims to clarify cost effectiveness of smart agriculture technologies and aims to expand smart agriculture to various areas, including mountainous area and items. This project started in 2019, and as of now, in about 180 sites, this project has been doing. I showed the image of this project in paddy field. From plowing to harvesting, there are many steps, but and the Japanese government tried to do demonstration in each steps. By introducing smart agriculture technologies to each steps from start to end, we verify the effects of these technologies. However, if these agricultural data through the project exist in each farmers and companies, it is meaningless. It is important and necessary that farmers and agricultural companies who provide agricultural services can access these data easily. So, as a cooperation area, the Japanese government established agricultural data linkage infrastructure named WAGRI in 2019. In this platform, data linkage, data sharing, and data provision are possible. This platform made it possible for farmers to choose and use agriculture services as per their needs and try to improve their business using various data. However, know-how and related data about cultivation are a property for farmers and companies. So it is also necessary to consider how to protect their know-how. If it can be protected as a patent or copyright by national law, it is fine. But if it cannot be protected by national law, it is necessary to protect that by each contract. So Japanese government formulated contract guidelines for AI and data in the agricultural sector in March 2020. In this guideline, you can find drafts of contract and case studies. By this guideline, users can easily understand the scope of rights about the usage of data among related people and how to set value. This effect will lead to utilization of data and avoid troubles result from lack of understanding. JMethod, lastly, I would like to finally, I would like to introduce a public-private partnership in India named JMethod's Farming Project. JMethod's Farming Project aims to contribute to improvement of agricultural productivity and quality of productions in India by setting model farm to show Japanese agricultural technologies as a package. Since 2019, we have been continuing this project with 21 partner companies in Anand, Gujarat state. SEWA, SEWA, Self-Employed Women's Association, is in charge of cultivation and management. And we could get high evaluations from team in terms of improvement of farmers' skills and labor burden reductions. On the other hand, we also get many issues to be solved, such as the need for local optimization of agricultural technology and the guidance for farmers on cultivation methods. I understand that introduction of smart agriculture is currently becoming more active in India, focusing on the use of drones. And in this moment, entrepreneurs of various smart agriculture fields have been emerging, and many kinds of services have been emerging. I would like to continue considering how Japan can contribute to India in the fields of agriculture digital transformation with observation movement of smart agriculture in India and using the knowledge gained from this project. Today, thank you so much for giving me a chance to do my presentation. This year is the 19th, sorry, this is an important point. This year is the 70th anniversary year in terms of diplomatic relationship between Japan and India. So we would like to spread many seeds for further strengthening our future relationship. I would be happy if you contacted me and discussed more about today's topic and so on. Thank you for your kind attention. Dhanyavad.
Thank you very much, Mr. Hosaka. So I cannot find the question audience. Can I have a question or comment from audience? I didn't see the chat one. Okay. So I got a good information from your presentation. Okay, so I see the fascinating, good technology, technology rich, but application could be problem in India and Japan. And what kind of farmer? We have any kind of aspect of farmers. What kind of farmer will attend and this project, or what kind of farmer can use these technologies? Individual farmer or farmers group or farmers organization, or otherwise some company coming into the agriculture sector. What do you say about in Japan and India? Do you have any opinion or comment?
Yeah, thank you so much for comment. As you said, application of agricultural technology to farmers is very important and a big issue, both of Japan and India. In India, it is my opinion, some middle-class farmers try to introduce these kinds of agriculture technology, cutting-edge technology. I mean, in some local areas, lower class of farmers cannot try to introduce these kinds of technologies because they are very keen to get money to live day by day. So I mean, they don't have enough property and money to introduce these kinds of technologies, and so in India, or upper class or middle class of farmers try to introduce these kinds of technologies. But on the other hand, in India, Indian people has their own cell phone, like iPhone and so on. So they have their own these kinds of facilities like iPhone. So I think they can get many information to make a decision how to cultivate, how to harvest. They can get easily, they can get these kinds of information easily by cell phone. This is very similar with Japan, I think.
So individual farmer can make decisions, or farmers group, or community in Japan. So in the outside, they can easy to see the farmer can decide individually, but it is no. Every farmer can talk with the neighborhoods, and local government, the company, of course, the family. They make a decision. But if representative farmer make an opinion, then we can see the 100 people behind him. So the Indian farmer, I think it's the same way, and the local community as well. So the Japanese embassy has looked at the individual farmer as well as the behind them, the community, to have a channel to communication. Otherwise, if the farmers did not agree them, then this project will fall down.
I see.
Oh.
Thank you so much. Because of COVID-19 pandemic, I don't have enough chance to go site
Exactly
and
right.
go site and research these issues. But in this project, JMethod farming project, Saber is in charge of dairy management of plants, and other organization, as a group, they decide how to cultivate and manage and how to manage plants. But in general, in local area in India, I think each farmers make a decision, but based on their experiences. So of course, I think I think farmers try to get some advices from neighborhood, but each farmers make a decision, I think. So how to make a decision is a very big issue, and we have to try improve their knowledge and how to make a decision.
Okay, co-working is very important.
Yeah,
So,
I think so.
That's all. I think the third speaker, Roman Kalita, will also introduce some issue in the farmers in Assam, but not here. Okay.
I see.
It is time, so thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you so much for inviting me today. Yeah, I'm looking forward to hearing the presentation from other presenters. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Now we move to the next speaker, the Professor Sitakanta Mishra, Associate Professor, Pandit, Deendayal Energy University in Gandhinagar, Gujarat. Please, okay, time is yours. Please go ahead.
Just to a course correction, am I audible? And if my PPT is visible?
Yes.
Okay. Thank you, Chair. Without further delay, let me straight away go to the topic. Thank you very much for chairing the session, Director General, and my co-panelists. Ladies and gentlemen, those who are part of this program, behind even I also thank ICSSR for giving me this opportunity to discuss my issue area with a very important forum today. To set the context actually in which I'm trying to talk about an important issue that India is struggling with is the social acceptance of nuclear energy in India, and what the approach that the nuclear establishment itself has adopted ever since the Kudankulam protest particularly, 2001, 2011, up to that period time frame. So to set the context, let me put it like this way, that nuclear power definitely is considered a viable source of energy. And India definitely relies, and I think plan for the future, to rely on nuclear source to meet a substantial portion of its energy basket. So within that context, when we look at nuclear energy prospect in India, one emerging issue area that has caught everybody's attention is the social acceptance. What is the view of Indian public about nuclear energy projects at home? And we have seen ever since the Kudankulam protest, countrywide, at least in some new projects, you find sporadic protest movements. And the Kudankulam was one of the big protest movement in India ever since India started its nuclear journey. So in that context, when you look at, of course, everybody is attracted to the Fukushima disaster. And then in Europe, you find a lot more opposition. And also in Asia, that has been reflected, though very mutedly. In almost all countries in Asia, there is a bit of resentment, particularly when you look at the Fukushima disaster that happened in 2011. So even if China, South Korea, Japan, Malaysia, Pakistan, Bangladesh, Sri Lanka, Thailand, Indonesia for that matter, any Asian country that you pick up, there is a kind of opposition you find. At the same time, there is also a silver lining. Some of the new countries have now also interested and expressed their interest for nuclear energy. So also in Asia, you have UAE, you have Turkey, Belarus, Poland, Bangladesh. All these small countries are also very much interested in nuclear energy. So you find one side, there are opposition, particularly in Europe, and in Asia, which is now leading actually the nuclear energy trend. There are more countries are interested in it, and India, which has already started long ago its nuclear journey, still making its space, though there are sporadic opposition. So within that context, when you look at India's domestic scenario, opposition movements are gradually getting institutionalized. Though at one point, I will say that there is no pan-Indian anti-nuclear movement, unlike in Europe. The Green movement or the environmental groups that are opposing the nuclear energy train there, you don't find that kind of thing in India. We don't have a kind of pan-Indian anti-nuclear movement, so to call. But yes, there are sporadic anti-nuclear movements, and particularly in the new construction sites, wherever the new plan is put forward, you find opposition. Maybe sporadic, maybe issue-based, but yes, what do you find gradually over the last 1 decade?